Hello there, everyone. Thank you for joining us again for a Friday briefing with L7 Solutions. Today is Friday, July 25th, 2025, and today we have a pretty interesting one for you. We're going to be talking about password managers. Um, if you're tired of doing that dance, that shuffle, we like to call it, of passwords and 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 not knowing what the password is to something, not keeping up with or worse yet, using the same password over and over again, uh, this is for you. This is going to help you out today. So we're going to start with our first slide here, or password managers, your digital security solution. So as we've said before, times have changed. Managing multiple secure passwords is essential, but it is extremely challenging. So today, what we're going to do is we're going to explore how password managers can enhance your online security while hopefully simplifying your life, if anything. Again, remember, this is L7 Solutions. Um, we encourage you to visit our website at www.l7solutions.com, or give us a call. Talk to us. We're happy to consult and see how we might be able to help you build a stronger cybersecurity uh, based, cloud managed, AI driven network, because that's what we're doing today. That's what people are using today. All of those things. We like to say it starts with the cybersecurity. Security is the foundation for everything. Password managers takes us right into that. Okay, so again, give us a call. Contact us at 954 573 1300. My name is Ken Tucker. I'm going to be leading the event for you today, and let's get into it. So, what is a password manager? Well, a password manager provides these three things that you see on the screen: secure storage, a single master password to get access to all those passwords, and hopefully really strong encryption. So, with secure storage, it's basically a software application that stores and manages your passwords and sensitive information in an encrypted format. It's important that it's encrypted. That's the key to a great password manager, or one of the keys, I should say. It requires only one master password to unlock all your stored credentials. So you have to remember one password, at least that one password, and it can't be your child's name or their birth date or anything like that. You have to actually come up with one at least sophisticated password to help make your life and make your data more secure when using these password managers. Um, Now, that being said, the encryption is strong. Password managers use powerful algorithms to ensure your data remains secure even if intercepted. Now, some of the key features of password managers is obviously storage of passwords in an encrypted format. But not only do they do that, they can generate the passwords for you. And if you've ever seen any of these password generators, boy, can they generate a password. We're talking 15, 20, 25 characters of gibberish. No way that you would actually remember that password on your own. So, that's a plus. If you can't remember it, then probably anyone who's trying to attack you or grab your information will not remember it either. There's autofill functionality. all of the password managers typically have an autofill functionality that allows you to, once it recognizes the website, and again, it won't do it unless it actually recognizes the website itself. It will allow you to autofill those credentials. And so there's security behind the scenes that is making sure that that website is what it truly is supposed to be, before it allows you to autofill that those credentials. uh, Cross-device syncing. And what we mean by that is your cell phone, your desktop computer, your iPad, any item like that. It allows, once you put the password in, say the application on your cell phone, it updates, it puts it into the application on your desktop, or on the website, if it has a corresponding website. So there's access for you, or a way to get to those passwords in so many different ways. So more essential features of password managers. Two-factor authentication is key. So many password managers support two-factor authentication, providing an additional layer of security by requiring a second form of verification beyond your password. So that could be something like uh, a text message to you, or using something like Microsoft Authenticator or Google Authenticator to add a code that has to be entered, and that code actually changes every, let's say, 30 seconds. So chances are, once that password is entered, or once that code is requested, unless you give that code to someone unless you give the code to someone, they're not going to be able to access your password manager. Secure sharing. This is a great tool, and many of the password managers allow you to do this in different ways, but it allows you to securely share passwords with trusted individuals without actually giving them the password. And there are some password managers that not only do that, but let's say that you you know, God forbid, something happens to you, and you've got all of your information stored in the password manager. There are some password managers that will actually allow a family member to access that password manager and get all of your information after, let's say, 3 days or 5 days, when you don't respond to a request for access. But it has to be that particular email address, or phone number, or however it's set up in your particular password manager. It has to be that person to make that request. So that's a great feature, just to make sure that you and your family are protected. Password auditing. So another great thing about password managers is that it checks the strength of your passwords and identifies any reused or weak passwords that need to be changed. And it does that on a regular basis. Now, how password managers work. So you create a master password, one. So you set up one strong master password, and that unlocks your password manager. That's the only password you really have to remember. They encrypt your data. So the passwords are encrypted using strong algorithms, ensuring they remain secure even if intercepted. And then access through a user interface. Again, that could be cell phone, that could be desktop application, it could be a web application. But either way, it allows you to basically add to, retrieve, and manage all your passwords across multiple devices. Now, why password managers are essential. Some people may not feel the need for a password manager, but I'm guessing that those people are probably people who use the same word or some variation of the same password for across multiple sites. Hackers know this. That's the last thing you want to do because once they find one, they have a method of going about checking to see, okay, well, let's go with this format and let's see how many variations of this password might be out there for the other sites that this person may be using. And you might be asking yourself, well, how will they know what sites I'm using? Unfortunately, the sites that we go to, the information that we share out on the web, things that websites pull from us, that information is not always safe. So we have to make sure that through the use of things like password managers, we go or we y- basically put that extra layer of security in ourselves when websites may or may not be doing that. So why password managers are essential, enhanced security, the strong password generation, protection against password reuse. Okay, so it doesn't allow you to use the same password 2 times in a row. And it's secure encryption. The convenience, the autofill features save you time. Being able to access it across multiple devices is 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 a pleasure. To know that you can look on your phone or pull up the website or open the desktop application or even have a plugin in your browser that allows you to go ahead and autofill. Secure password sharing. Sharing it with the people that you care about without giving the passwords or even a coworker who needs access to something that they have permission to, but they don't have a password to it or they've lost their password or whatever it may be. This may be something that you can share your password for the application that they're using without actually giving them the password. And then, as an organization, all passwords in one secure location. And you also have regular password audits, and it's easy management of multiple accounts. So, additional benefits of password managers. Again, we mentioned the support for two-factor authentication, but also mitigating human error. I mean, that's a big thing. We like to call them fat fingers, typing the wrong password. And remember, now if you type the wrong password 3, 4, 5 times, guess what? The account locks you out. So this reduces the likelihood of forgetting passwords or falling victim to phishing attempts. Peace of mind. Know that your passwords are stored securely and managed effectively, allowing you to focus on other important tasks. Now, potential drawbacks to consider when using password managers. There is a single point of failure. So, if compromised, all stored passwords could be at risk. Hence the reason to use things like multi-factor authentication along with knowing that one master password. Some password managers allow you to create multiple uh, ways of authenticating. So not only uh, just the password, but also the authenticator and the texts that have to be answered before you can gain access. Cost considerations. Some premium managers require subscriptions, but realistically, they're not a lot of money. They, and for the cost, they and the convenience, they're well worth the small price that you pay for a password manager. Now, there can be a learning curve depending on the application, but it may be initially complex for non-tech savvy users, but most computer users will find it fairly easy to use the majority of password managers out there. Potential data loss. Now, forgetting the master password without having a recovery option could mean losing access to all stored passwords. Now, um, if you're like me, where you might have, I would I would venture to say I probably have 200 sites that I have passwords to, with various actually passwords because I've allowed password managers to create some of them. Um, I have access to backends of websites that I've allowed the password managers to create passwords for those, and there is no way if I looked at the password um, 5, 10 times those passwords would I be able to remember them because they're that complicated. So it's important that you remember that master password. Keep that authenticator available. Keep your phone available for the text message and set up some form of recovery when using a password manager because forgetting that master password without that recovery, you're just going to be dead in the water. You have to make sure that you have that recover at least a recovery option available. Now, there are security benefits and there are risk, uh, but the benefits outweigh the risk when it comes to password managers. Overall, a password manager is more beneficial for the average user than detrimental. The advantages of enhanced security, convenience, and effective password management outweigh the potential risk, especially when users follow best practices. So, the best practices, again, use a strong, unique master password, something that you remember, something that you associate to you. So, someone else might not associate it to you, but you associate it to you. Enable two-factor authentication. Regularly update your password manager. So, this is like any other piece of software. It has updates, it needs updates. So, update the software. Typically, especially if you're paying for a subscription, you're getting free updates. Set up recovery options for your master password. Without a doubt, 100%, I'm going to tell you this from experience. Set up recovery options for your master password. Now, some of the recommended password managers. LastPass, which offers a free version with basic features, premium options for advanced features, strong security measures. They're all strong security measures typically, and easy to use interface. Keeper, we're using this one right now, offers personal, family, and business plans. Okay, so you can have it all across the board. Enterprise level security with zero trust, end to end encryption, and secure file storage. That's without a doubt a plus there. Bitwarden, it's open source with robust free version, very affordable pay plans, making it a great value for some people. Other excellent options, though, because these are not the only password managers out there, but other options include Dashlane, which has a built-in VPN, and 1Password, which comes off as pretty user-friendly for a lot of people. And so that kind of gives you a rundown of why password managers are important and why we should be looking at them. We do a lot. Every day you're dealing with a lot of applications. You're dealing with websites that you go out to, and using the same password isn't safe because all a hacker needs is that one password to 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 kind of venture out and see what else they can get from you. So it's important that you use something like a password manager that is doing a lot of work in the background to help protect you when you visit sites that might be masquerading as other sites. So If you'd like to find out a little bit more about how to implement password managers, or just to do a consult about your security in general, feel free to contact L7 Solutions. My name is Ken Tucker. I'm the sales manager here at L7 Solutions. My direct line is 954-526-4460, and you can email me at ktucker@l7solutions.com. But also our company phone, 954-573-1300. Speak to any of our friendly staff. And visit our website at www.l7solutions.com. Um, we post information out there, events that we have coming up, and you'll find out a lot of what we have to offer because we're not just offering password management lessons. We do offer managed cloud services. We are an MSP, so we offer managed cloud services. We are a cybersecurity focused, though, managed service provider. And you have to remember that all MSPs are not created equal. So do your research, and make sure that you're getting within it, because some of you may not be in our area, and we understand that. But make sure you do your research, because it's important that you get within a managed service provider who's a partner to your business, who's one of your team members, and their interest is in helping you grow as well. We make sure that cybersecurity is first in our book, because this world that we're in now digitally is extremely dangerous, and it pays to help, or it pays to have a cybersecurity focused team member in your group. We I love to tell people that we're not that company that does one layer of security. We do much more than one layer of security. But if one layer fails, we have another layer, and another layer, and another layer that helps protect you. And it's important with so many things out there like phishing attempts and ransomware. You need to have a partner who has your interest in mind and is looking to make sure you and your company are protected. And that is definitely L7 Solutions. So again, feel free to contact us, 954-573-1300, or visit our website at www.l7solutions.com. We look forward to talking to you, and we'll see you next time. Bye bye.